Hello, I'm Tracy Falby, real estate agent with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Michigan Real Estate, and I'm based in the Battle Creek office. This video is going to give you an overview of what you'll experience when I do a buyer's consultation. And a buyer's consultation is very helpful for first-time buyers because it will introduce you to the process and will prepare you and guide you to move through that process. So it will prepare you to succeed in your home search because there can be a lot of pitfalls, and once you get in the middle of something, there'll be expenses you weren't familiar with. So it's good to know everything in general that can happen as you move through the process. So let's get going. We will go over to my preparing to buy worksheet. And the first thing when you want to start looking for homes seriously is to get a lender pre-approval. If you don't have a pre-approval for a mortgage that says, yes, you're able, theoretically, based on your income and debt to income ratio, that you could get a loan for so much money, a seller's not very likely to take your offer seriously because it's like, okay, there's an offer, but I have no idea if that person has any way to pay for it. So unless you have cash to pay for a home, you'll want to get a lender pre-approval from the mortgage lender of your choice. If you are a cash buyer, when the time comes to look at houses, you'll want to get a proof of funds letter from your financial institution because that'll show that, yes, this person is able to pay for a purchase of whatever amount you need to put in there. And then you would put that in with your offer. And especially for first-time home buyers who haven't been through the process, closing costs can be mysterious and expensive. So closing costs are all the services you pay for to buy a home and pre-fund your escrow accounts to pay for insurance and tax on the home. Closing costs, there's all kinds of different ones: loan origination fees, the lender's title insurance, settlement closing fees, broker commission, and that is the broker commission is the money you pay for the services of a real estate agent. It goes to the broker, and I get my share out of that. You'll be paying for an appraisal. If you're a cash buyer, you can choose to get an appraisal. Your lender will want an appraisal. You might need a land survey. You'll be pre-funding property tax and home insurance accounts if you're escrowing for that. Another out-of-pocket expense while you're shopping are for home inspections. You'll probably want at least one. Depending on the size of the home. A smaller home, the prices start around $400 or $500. Larger homes will cost more. If it's a home without public water or sewer, you'll want to pay for a well and septic inspection. So there's all kinds of different inspections that might come up. You might be paying for more than one. So you'll need some cash on hand to pay for that as you go. Then earnest money deposit. If you make an offer, you'll want to specify in there what your deposit will be. It shows that you're serious, you're going to put some money on the table, and you're ready to proceed. So a minimum of that would be $1,000 ready to go. It could be higher, like 1% of the purchase price. It just varies, and you can make it higher to show you're more serious. Okay, and then these things will set you up for success, and we will also, when you meet with me or any other buyer's agent, we'll take a look on the MLS and see what is available in the area you want to live within your budget. I just did a quick little search for Battle Creek homes between $150,000 and $275,000. And so we would go through these, see what there is, see if it's appealing to you at all. It'll introduce you to the market and what's available. And so once you get your pre-approval or your proof of funds, the market looks like you're able to buy something that you want in your budget, we would start scheduling showings. And that's where a buyer's agent can be very helpful because you can get consistent, efficient service if you have your own buyer's agent. because I can access MLS and showing time. I can see when the homes are available. I can block off a showing time that works for your schedule, and I can do that on multiple houses at once. This contrasts with you doing it on your own, where you would be reaching out to each listing agent individually, and that'll work, but it might not be as efficient as if I can say, okay, there's these 3 homes, we can schedule tours today or over the weekend, and you can go look at them all efficiently without having to have your schedule work with the listing agent schedule. Also, a lot of times people see a house online, they click contact agent, and that'll schedule a showing. And that'll work too, but it'll be hit or miss whether that agent is someone you want to work with. And even so, once you get to the house, that person is going to want you to sign a buyer services agreement. And this is the agreement where you say, okay, I'll hire you on this house to represent me should I make an offer, and then you would be agreeing to pay a commission if the deal closes. You can do this with multiple agents for specific addresses, or you could hire your own buyer's agent to work with you for a month or 2, and we would help you search for a home in the specific area. So a buyer services agreement is necessary to hire an agent because, when you hire somebody, you make a contract and agree to pay them. That's how it works with all service providers. So if you are interested in having a buyer's consultation, especially if you're a first-time home buyer, you can reach out to me. I'm at the Berkshire Hathaway office in Battle Creek, and I'd be happy to help you search for a home. My phone number is 269-967-6589.